dogs, wild cats. This debate has raged for centuries, with big cats reigning supreme in the wild. Their speed, raw power, and killer instincts make them near unbeatable. But just when you thought it was that easy, evolution and selective breeding have forged dogs with such brute force and unwavering tenacity that they can stand toe-to-toe with nature's fiercest felines. These dogs weren't just made to protect, they were built to fight back. And today, we're unleashing the ultimate list of canine warriors that can take on the wild's deadliest cats. The Rhodesian Ridgeback is a warrior bred for the wild, a dog with the heart of a lion hunter and the endurance of a machine. Originally developed in southern Africa to track and hold off lions, this dog isn't just fast, it's built for survival. With a lean, muscular frame, standing up to 27 inches tall and weighing around 85 pounds, it combines speed, agility, and sheer determination. The ridge of hair along its back isn't just a signature look, it's a mark of a breed that has evolved for high-stakes encounters. This dog is known for its fearlessness, and while it won't hesitate to challenge a predator, it's not invincible. When facing a leopard, for example, the Ridgeback's advantage lies in its speed, endurance, and ability to evade attacks, rather than overpowering the big cat. Leopards are pound for pound the strongest wild cats, capable of taking down prey several times their size with explosive force. A direct fight? The Ridgeback wouldn't stand a chance. But as a pack hunter, or in a defensive scenario, this dog can hold its ground, use its intelligence, and potentially force the cat to retreat. In reality, the Ridgeback's power lies in strategy, teamwork, and survival instincts rather than brute strength alone. While it may not dominate in a one-on-one battle against the top-tier wildcats, its fearlessness and resilience make it one of the few dog breeds capable of standing its ground against nature's apex predators. The Presa canario, a beast forged for battle, standing as one of the most intimidating guardians in the canine world. This massive molosser breed was originally bred in the Canary Islands for guarding, herding, and even dog fighting. With a thick, muscular frame reaching up to 26 inches tall and weighing over 125 pounds, this dog is pure muscle, aggression, and unshakable confidence. Its bite force exceeds 500 psi, meaning once it locks onto something, there's no easy escape. This isn't a dog that backs down. Its sheer power and unyielding fight drive make it a menace in battle. But could it stand against a mountain lion? In a one-on-one fight, the odds are against the Presa. A mountain lion is a 135-pound ambush predator with sharp claws, extreme agility, and a bite designed to crush vertebrae. The cat would have the advantage in speed and killing efficiency. However, the Presa canario has a bulldozer-like resistance. If it manages to catch the cougar off guard, landing its signature bone-crushing bite, it could do serious damage. But realistically, the mountain lion's agility and killing precision would likely be too much for the dog to handle alone. That said, as a guardian and deterrent, the Presa canario is unmatched. It isn't built to fight wild cats to the death, but it's more than capable of making one think twice before engaging. The Dogue de Bordeaux, a living tank of a dog, built like a battering ram with pure brute force. This ancient French mastiff is one of the strongest and most powerful guard dogs in the world, bred for pulling carts, guarding estates, and even fighting alongside soldiers in wars. Weighing up to 140 pounds with a head so massive it looks like it belongs on a prehistoric beast, this dog is an unstoppable force when provoked. Its bite force? A monstrous 556 psi, stronger than a lion's. Once it clamps down, it's over. This dog isn't the fastest, but its sheer power and pain tolerance make it a nightmare in a confrontation. Now, could it take on a leopard? The reality is, a leopard is built for the kill. Pound for pound, it's one of the strongest big cats, with razor-sharp claws and a lethal neck bite. The Dogue de Bordeaux has the strength to hold its ground and put up a serious fight. But the leopard's speed, agility, and killing precision would be overwhelming. In a head-on battle, the big cat wins. But when it comes to guarding against wild threats, this dog is a beast. A leopard would think twice before attacking a fully grown Dogue de Bordeaux. The Boerboel, South Africa's answer to unstoppable power and fearless guardianship. This dog is a walking fortress, bred to protect farms from lions, hyenas, and leopards. Weighing up to 200 pounds, it's a muscular powerhouse with a bone-crushing bite force of 800 psi, one of the strongest in the canine world. But this isn't just brute strength. It's fast, agile, and has insane endurance, making it a true combat-ready guardian. Unlike some mastiffs, the Boerboel isn't slow. It can explode into action and use its athleticism to overpower threats. Now, could it take on a cheetah? Here's where things get interesting. A cheetah is all about speed, not strength. Unlike leopards or lions, cheetahs don't have powerful jaws or strong claws built for fighting. They rely on outrunning danger. If a Boerboel catches a cheetah in a direct clash, the big cat is in trouble. The dog's brute force, weight, and bite power could easily crush the cheetah, especially in a confined space where the cat can't escape. But in an open setting, the cheetah escapes before the fight even starts. In a realistic one-on-one, the Boerboel could actually win this matchup. One of the few times a dog would have the upper hand against a wild cat. The Akbash, a legendary guardian dog bred in Turkey for centuries, standing as a lone warrior against predators that most animals run from. Unlike other livestock guardians, this dog doesn't just defend. It hunts down threats with intelligence and brute force. At 140+ pounds, standing nearly 3 feet tall, the Akbash is built for war, with bone-crushing jaws, powerful legs, and a fearless mind. Its incredible agility for its size makes it far deadlier than just a large, strong dog. It was bred to outthink and outfight wolves and even bears, meaning it won't hesitate to take on a wild cat. Now, let's talk a real matchup: Akbash versus the cougar. The cougar is a deadly predator, faster, more agile, and armed with lethal claws. But the Akbash is no easy target. With its strategic approach, it knows how to outlast and wear down an opponent. If a full-grown Akbash gets a solid grip around the cat's throat, the cougar might not be getting back up. Unlike most dogs that panic when faced with a big cat, the Akbash is trained to face death head-on. If the fight goes to endurance, the dog's stamina, thick fur for protection, and raw tenacity could tip the battle in its favor. However, if the cougar lands the first attack with a well-placed bite or claw strike, the Akbash is in serious danger. In a one-on-one fight, the odds are evenly split. If the Akbash pins the cougar down first, it has a real shot at victory. If the cougar gets the jump, it could be over in seconds. One thing is for sure: the Akbash would never back down. The Dogo argentino, a genetic masterpiece of muscle, power, and pure hunting aggression. This dog wasn't bred to chase sticks or guard livestock. It was created for one purpose: taking down dangerous predators, including wild boars, pumas, and even jaguars. At 100+ pounds of pure athleticism, the Dogo argentino is a walking weapon, with jaw strength strong enough to break bones and endurance that refuses to quit. Unlike most dogs, this beast doesn't just fight, it thrives on it. With its incredible pain tolerance, fearless nature, and pack mentality, it can take on threats much larger than itself. Now, what happens when the Dogo argentino meets a puma? The puma is bigger, faster, and built for ambushes, but the Dogo isn't an easy target. This dog was bred to fight to the death and has experience in hunting large cats. If it closes the distance and locks onto the puma's throat, it could choke out the wild cat and come out victorious. But let's be real. If the puma lands the first strike with its razor-sharp claws, the Dogo could be in trouble. Agility is the biggest advantage here, and if the puma plays it smart, it can avoid the dog's powerful grip and take it down with a precise bite to the neck or skull. Realistically, a single Dogo argentino versus a full-grown puma is a 50-50 battle, depending on the first move. But if you give the Dogo a second partner, that puma is done for. The Tibetan mastiff, a towering guardian forged in the brutal Himalayan mountains. This isn't just a dog. It's a living fortress, built for endurance, power, and sheer intimidation. Weighing up to 160 pounds and covered in a thick mane like a lion, it's one of the most fearsome canines ever created. With bone-crushing jaws, insane strength, and an aggressive guardian instinct, the Tibetan Mastiff is capable of going head-to-head with serious predators. Historically, these dogs were bred to protect livestock from snow leopards and wolves, meaning they have zero fear when facing big cats. But how would a Tibetan Mastiff fare against a leopard? This fight is brutal and unpredictable. The leopard has speed, agility, and lethal precision, capable of delivering a fatal throat bite in seconds. However, the Mastiff's sheer size, thick fur, and powerful counterattacks make it a real problem for the leopard. If the dog manages to land a grip on the cat's neck or legs, it could potentially overpower and crush it with its raw strength. Realistically, a Tibetan Mastiff versus a leopard is a rare but possible battle. The leopard's speed and predatory instincts give it an edge. But if the Mastiff stands its ground and uses its strength and endurance to wear the cat down, it might just survive, and even win. This isn't your typical guard dog. This is the Alabai, a Central Asian shepherd that's been bred for centuries to take on apex predators like wolves and even bears. With a weight of up to 170 pounds, a powerful jaw capable of delivering a crushing bite, and thick fur that protects it in fights, the Alabai is a legend in the world of guardian dogs. Now let's imagine it against something even more dangerous, a snow leopard. Known for its stealth, speed, and deadly swipes, the snow leopard can ambush and kill prey much larger than itself. But unlike prey animals, the Alabai isn't built to run. It's built to stand its ground. With its imposing bulk and fearless temperament, it would meet the leopard head-on, barking aggressively and using its size to dominate the encounter. A snow leopard's speed and agility would make it dangerous, but the Alabai's thick, protective coat, sheer power, and relentless spirit could keep it in the fight longer than most dogs. In a defensive setting, like guarding livestock, the Alabai might just outlast or even chase off the big cat, especially if it can withstand the initial strikes. While it wouldn't be an easy victory, the Alabai's reputation for handling deadly predators in the harsh mountains of Central Asia makes it one of the few dogs capable of standing its ground against a wild cat as deadly as the elusive snow leopard. The Caucasian Shepherd, also known as the ovcharka, is not your average guard dog. It's a living fortress, bred to take on apex predators in the harsh mountainous regions of the Caucasus. Weighing up to 200 pounds, packed with muscle and equipped with a bone-crushing bite, this colossal canine has a thick, double-layered coat that acts like natural armor, making it resilient against bites and scratches. Its fearlessness, territorial instincts, and relentless aggression are legendary. This is a dog designed to protect, fight, and win. Now let's imagine it facing off against a truly deadly wild cat, the leopard, one of the most dangerous big cats in the world. Unlike the Eurasian lynx, the leopard is a powerhouse, a perfect blend of stealth, speed, and strength, capable of ambushing prey with lightning-fast reflexes and dragging animals several times its body weight up trees. In most cases, this cat is an apex killer, unmatched in solo combat. But here's where the Caucasian Shepherd stands out. Unlike typical prey, this dog wouldn't be caught off guard. It's hardwired to recognize and confront predators head-on. When a leopard pounces, most animals crumble under the ferocity of its attack, but not the Caucasian Shepherd. This dog's sheer size, protective fur, and fearless mindset make it a tougher opponent than most wild animals the leopard encounters. The leopard's claws and fangs would undoubtedly do damage, but the Caucasian Shepherd's endurance, unyielding aggression, and relentless tenacity give it a fighting chance. Unlike prey that panics, this dog would retaliate with explosive force, using its powerful jaws to go straight for the cat's neck or limbs. It wouldn't be an easy win, but if any dog can hold its ground against a wild cat of this caliber, the Caucasian Shepherd is it. In a battle where raw power, fearlessness, and survival instincts collide, the Caucasian Shepherd has earned its place as one of the few dogs capable of taking on a leopard and living to tell the tale. At number 1, we have the Kangal, a breed so legendary it's feared by wolves, respected by shepherds, and considered one of the strongest guardian dogs on earth. With a bone-crushing bite force of 743 pounds per square inch, unmatched stamina, and a ferocious spirit, this dog has proven itself time and time again against predators most dogs wouldn't dare challenge. But now, you had to match it with the big man himself, the lion. This is a different league. The lion isn't just another predator. It's the king of the beasts, weighing between 400 to 600 pounds of pure killing machine. With sledgehammer paws, crushing jaws, and a fighting instinct honed through constant battle in the wild, it's an animal that doesn't just hunt, it dominates. While wolves, leopards, and cheetahs avoid unnecessary fights, lions welcome them. Whether it's against rivals, hyenas, or anything that dares challenge their power. So, does the Kangal stand a chance? Let's break it down. If it's a one-on-one fight, the lion wins every time. It's too big, too strong, and too experienced in taking down large opponents. One powerful swipe from a lion's paw could break bones, and once it gets the Kangal pinned, it's over. No dog, no matter how strong, is taking on a full-grown lion alone. But here's where the Kangal shines, against smaller wildcats. Against a leopard or cheetah, the Kangal is an absolute menace. It has the size, endurance, and bite force to turn the fight into a grueling, brutal showdown, one that a leopard might not want to risk. A cheetah? It wouldn't even try. It's built for speed, not combat. So while the lion reigns supreme, the Kangal is still a nightmare for anything below it. Against leopards, cheetahs, and any wildcat short of the king, this dog would be a serious contender, a worthy rival in the battle of beasts.